No matter what you do, whether it's work, play, or living healthy, life requires fuel. At Health Empowers You, we focus on quality to help give you the most fuel for your life. So let us help you get empowered. Stop by healthempowersyou.net today.
Hello, beautiful friends. Tracy Searight, and welcome to Sacred Motion, the Art of Moving with Intention. This is episode 2. So on our journey today, I'd like to invite you to think about the word forgiveness. What does this mean to you? Forgiveness. Is it something that you are practicing in your life? Our first episode, we discussed about manifesting. What is the life that you desire? What is the life that you dream of? Perhaps you've been on autopilot and you are ready to stop and redirect your life. Now, maybe you took my advice and began writing in a journal, writing things down, being grateful every day, and being consistent. As we move forward with this, how can we change? What can be the catalyst for change and to keep us in that direction, this sacred motion of moving forward, step by step, intentional, mindful, conscientious. Now, in our world on this planet, there are 7 billion people on this planet, and less than 5% are really carrying their soul's purpose, trying to get into that direction. 7 billion people. 5%. Are you one of those 5%? So what can you do? What can you do to shift and change? Maybe things in the past haven't worked. Maybe something hasn't stuck for you. My advice is to forgive. Go through your past and look at those individuals that have harmed you, that have betrayed you, that have done you dirty. And can you at this point forgive them? Now, it's not giving them a free pass. It's not forgetting what they've done. Forgiving does not mean you are welcoming them into your world. You can simply acknowledge, I am no longer carrying this anymore. That you are safe in being able to let go because it no longer serves you. How is carrying this weight, this load on you, this burden on you, year after year, decade after decade? What has it done to your health? Right? What has it done to your emotions, your attitude, your mindset? Can you let this go and say, I forgive you? I can move on with my life. I'm going to set this here and leave it in my past. And again, it's not erasing things. You may have someone who has really deeply hurt you, harmed you. And it's not saying we're going to erase this and kind of toss it aside, but it is giving yourself the gift that I no longer am going to carry this. I am going to forgive you. And I'm all about doing kind of rituals, sacred things, writing it down, and then doing an action to get rid of it. So perhaps think of writing on an index card. For instance, people that you might feel that you need to forgive, everyone from your parents to your teachers to an ex, maybe a stranger that did something to you, right? Lots of individuals out there. And taking that and holding it in your hands and saying, you know what, I forgive you. You did the best that you could. When you're able to change the way that you look at things, the things you look at change. If you can look through the eyes of pity, empathy, while they didn't know any better, and say, you know what, I forgive you. You did the best that you could with the information that you had at the time. I forgive you. And ripping it, letting it go. And if you have to take it a step further to burn or to drench it in water, do so. So these people that have wronged you, individuals, I forgive you. I'm letting this go. I'm no longer allowing this to control me. I'm setting myself free so I can go on to bigger and better things. You want to change? Start small. And this is starting small. Writing in that journal is keeping it small, but yet with big ideas. Forgiveness is something big. Letting go. I will not allow this to control me a single day longer. I will look at what has happened to me and see how I can move it in a more positive direction, even by helping other people. few months ago, my daughter got kind of involved in a situation with a moving company that took advantage of her. And they really took advantage of her financially. And this was something that she had to wrestle with and deal with. And the company did try to make a little bit of amends to it. And she could have chosen to stay angry about it, frustrated about it. The why me? How could I have been so stupid to get involved in this? But learning the lesson here, whether it was being more conscientious, being more asking questions. But the idea here to warn others, to educate others, so this won't happen to someone else, that they are not going to get caught up in this as well, and helping others. So how can you use your situation that happened to you and find some light into it? Maybe you had situations with a parent or an ex or an abusive situation that you got yourself out of. How can you inspire and help others? Where can you find the message in the mess? So you want to start small. If you want to have results, it's the consistency. We're human. We stumble, we fall, but getting back up and keeping with that motion, keeping with that movement, this intentional moving, the art of moving with intention. If you get knocked over, knocked down, you had a no, you had a setback, take a breath, take a moment, recalibrate, get up again, and maybe redirect. Find another way. It's okay to pause. It's okay to be still for a moment. But to get those results, you need to be consistent. Also, the thing, if you want to be great, if there's something that you're so passionate about, and this is it, this is something that lights me up, stay humble. As a yoga teacher and Reiki master, these are things that I'm passionate about. From when I was a little girl, I knew I was going to be a teacher. But I also stay humble. I'm constantly learning, and I don't know everything. And even as a Reiki master or a great Reiki grandmaster, I don't consider myself that, because there's endless learning. And from every client and student that I interact with, they are my teachers as well. And that's how I learn, and that's how I grow. And so staying humble, we don't know all the answers, right? We're here to learn and to improve and love and to serve. So what can you let go of? What can you choose, or who to choose to forgive? What can you let go of? When you think about it, think of a hot air balloon, the bags of sand, or weighing it down. And only when you let go of that bag of sand that you can soar to greater heights. There's a reason why you're here on this earth. You have a purpose. You have to figure it out. Remember, only 5% here on our planet are doing their sole purpose or moving towards it. And maybe you've gotten to the point in your life, I should know what I want to do. But there's also that opportunity that you may think you have a path, and something happens, that catalyst for change, that turns you in a different direction. The great thing about being alive, the great thing about it is having second chances, third and fourth and fifth and sixth. You always have that option to stop and redirect. You get yourself in a mess or something isn't working out. How can you fix it? And maybe you messed up real bad. But what can you do to get yourself out of it? What lessons will you learn from that? And forgiving others, also take a moment to forgive yourself. When you look at your life, and, our bodies especially gives us lots of warning signs of things that are going off. And maybe we're not listening to those signs. Everything from blood pressure, diabetes, different things. I had a hip injury, didn't listen, kept on going until I really got hurt, and then going to the orthopedic surgeon. And now I have to have surgery. But my body was giving me signs to slow down, and I wasn't listening. So this idea that you forgive yourself, I'm sorry for being, so demanding on my body. I'm forgiving myself for not knowing any better, but now I'm learning. If we live long enough, life will teach us how to live. But the key here is that you have to listen to your body. Listen to the things going on around you. Listen so that way you're not repeating the same lesson over and over again. When you look back in your journey of life, do you find yourself attracting the same person or getting yourself in the same mess financially? Or getting yourself into some kind of like strange relationship or, like, why does this keep happening to me? Well, you're not learning the lesson. Pay attention, stop, and observe around you. What can I learn from this so I never have to repeat this again? You always have those options. I had myself in a teaching situation and I happen to schedule months and months in advance. Right now on my schedule, I have things scheduled for next year, 2026. And I'm sure many of you do as well. And it was something that was not resonating. My body was saying, this is enough. You're pushing yourself to this point of exhaustion, to burnout. And it was the realization that this isn't working. So I needed to cancel it and take it off my plate. And it takes a lot of courage to say, you know what, this isn't working. I think I messed up. I think I put too much on my plate here. Be bold. Take care of yourself. This is the longest relationship with you that you have. So take care of yourself. It's safe to let go of what no longer serves you. If it doesn't feel right, don't do it. And if you said yes in the beginning, and as you continue to go through, can you be bold enough to say, this isn't working, and forgive yourself? I did it again. I'm so sorry. It's okay. Forgive yourself for things that you didn't know, that you didn't understand. When you can look back and you've gained the wisdom and the knowledge from the experience, you could say, oh, I shouldn't have done that. Why was I so stupid? But give yourself grace. This is the first time being you. This is your first time going through that experience. So you want that change, start small. You want those results, stay consistent. And you want to be great, stay humble. And also forgive. And even though you may think those individuals may not be worthy of your forgiveness, you are worthy of that. No longer carry the burdens of your parents and your exes or bosses or someone out there who deeply hurt you. Let it go. Say, I forgive you, whether you have to scream it on the top of a mountain, whether you have to take that paper, rip it up and burn it into the fire and let it go. And try to find and build a life. Try to put the pieces together in a way that can help others. Let your story be one of hope and inspiration. Say, yeah, this happened to me as a kid, and it was terrible. And these people in my life were awful. But you know what? I got through it. And look at me now. Each day, I'm so grateful and humble. Each day, I work towards my goal. Each day, I am consistent, and I'm seeing the change. Out of the 7 billion people, can you be the one that says, I'm tired of the way things are going? I want to shift and I want to redirect. I want to live a life of purpose. I want to have that sacred motion. I want to live and have the art of moving with intention. From the moment I get up in the morning, who do I want to be? How do I want to interact with the world? It was Gandhi that said, an eye for an eye makes the whole world blind. Do I want to be someone who goes out and hurts others because I was hurt? You have lots of examples in your life of who you do not want to be. Allow them to be your teachers. You'll be shown what kind of partner you want to be, what kind of parent you want to be, what kind of boss you want to be, what kind of coworker, what kind of son or daughter you want to be. Examples are all around you as you move through this life with intention, with purpose. So say it's safe to let go of what no longer serves you. The anger, the frustration, the worry, the imposter syndrome. Why can't it be me? Or why did it have to be me? See if you can forgive yourself. We are human beings. We have these thoughts. We do this self-flagellation with ourselves. We need to stop, give ourselves grace, love, and understanding. And as we do, we can slowly begin to heal. So our focus, our awareness is on the goals. Don't allow these things to weigh you down to the point where you are frozen in time. And then before you know it, time around you has passed decades. And here you are not living your life because of something that happened many years ago. Do you want to get to the end of your life there on your deathbed? And what are the regrets? You didn't get to do this or that, or say to someone that you love them. So put this in perspective. We have only so many years on our planet. What do you want to do with it? So by forgiveness to others, situations, and yourself, it will help you lighten you so that you can soar. So you can be the best possible version of yourself. There is a word of Kaizen. It's a business Japanese technique, and I've mentioned it before, about you're 1% better than you were the day before. Can you live your life? How can I be 1% more better? How can I be 1% more lighter? The art of forgiveness, the act of forgiveness. It's safe now if you choose to let go of what no longer serves you. Keep writing in your journal every single day. Begin it with thank you. Thank you. And maybe you don't know what to write. Just put thank you. And then write those goals and dreams if you have them. Everything from take care of my family. May today be done with grace and ease and harm to none. Help me let go. Maybe you're holding on to that because you know no other way of life. Something that had happened to me as a child, if I had kept holding on to that, it affects my other relationships. And as I'm in relationships myself, sometimes something will creep up from my childhood. And it's having the awareness that, whoa, where did that come from? It has nothing to do with my husband or my children. Where did this come from? And to go back, it came from my childhood. How can I work on this so it's not affecting my relationship today? How can I heal this insecurity that's within me? Again, with that sacred motion, I know to be aware. I know what my trigger is. I know I need to work on it, whether it's through writing, whether it is through yoga, exercise, Reiki, Olympias, whatever is out there, whatever works for you. And, many of these things I can show you, hey, look at this modality. There's light language. There's, card reading, so many different amazing modalities out there. Yoga Nidra that you can get on and listen to. There's so many podcasts that you can get on and listen to help you through these. You don't have to live in this triggered, stressed out state. Find a resource that you can do in your very own home to help you, to inspire you, to allow you to rise up to be the best version of yourself, your true, authentic nature. We have become molded into this culturally created self. The moment that you were born, you were assigned a sex, you were given parents, assigned a religion probably by your parents, right? You either throw on a pink hat or blue hat, wrap you up, and there you are. And whether your parents intentionally or unintentionally filled your head with things and ideas and ways and culture through teachers, through relationships, through bosses, through media, whatever that is, to where you are today. Can you look at yourself and say, this is my authentic self? Do you have things that have come up because this was spoken to you over as a child? How can you shed that to find your true self and to give that forgiveness? Our parents didn't know any better. When I was born, my parents were 20 years old. They didn't know any better. They didn't have the resources and the information at the touch of their fingertips as we did today. They were navigating in a very different world. So my parents thought they were doing the absolute best that they could to help raise me. And giving that forgiveness, they really didn't know any better. They did not have the resources and the connections and things that we have today. So it's easy for me to judge from the mind of 2025 for something that happened in the 70s. Doesn't make any sense. Whether you have to forgive generations, do the work to heal yourself. So it's all about forgiveness. Can you let it go? And depending on whatever you believe in life, maybe you believe in an afterlife, maybe you believe you go into the white light, this spirit within us goes somewhere, right? We shed what they call the meat suit. Do you really want to carry that burden with you? And maybe we're not sure what happens, but do you want to take that risk? Let it go here. Leave it here. Shed it, release it. And whatever that was, even it was the most heinous, horrible thing, this teaches you what not to be. I will not allow that to happen to anyone else. I will share my message. I will educate others. I will show that I have survived and I'm moving on. I forgive them, but still, I'm going to make sure others are safe. That's sacred motion, living a life with a purpose. And maybe you don't know why you're here. And maybe you may not know why you're here. But if you are sincerely interested in knowing that answer, you'll find it. We're all here for a reason, whether it's to help teach others, to support others, to love, protect. We all have a purpose. Whether you're meant to be a doctor, a lawyer, a teacher, a farmer, whatever that is, your presence in this world matters. You are making a difference. We are all connected. It's like this beautiful ripple effect. So, my beautiful friends, it is safe to let go of what no longer serves you. You want that change? Start small. Write it down. Say thank you. Just for today, I'd like to be positive. I'd like to be able to forgive. I love to be able to let go. And maybe it's something like, I want to grow my business, right? I want to improve my health. I want to lose weight. Whatever that is, write it down. And you want those results to be consistent. Get up every morning, right? If you want to focus on your weight, move. Move every day, 20 minutes if you can. It doesn't have to be a whole hour, 90-minute workout. Get up, move those fingers and toes, move those shoulders, right? Give a little stretch, take a little walk. If you're sitting in a chair, do a twist, move your spine in all directions, move those feet. Small, consistent. And if you want to be that greatness, stay humble. So I hope that this helped you in your journey of life, that I can help guide you in a way to learn from my experiences. But ultimately, it's your decision. You're the one who has to make the change. You're the one that has to get up and say, you know what? I'm ready. And that may not be today. It might be in a couple days. It might be in a week. But when you do, know that I'm very, very proud of you. Thank you, everyone. My name is Tracy Searight. This has been Sacred Motion, the art of moving with intention. I hope to see you again. Thank you for joining me.